behavior of real gases, deviation from ideal as behavior. Now if you take in this particular one, we are comparing the real gas behavior with ideal gas taking pressure and volume relationship. So if I am taking the pressure and volume relationship, let me take in this the Boyle's law. If you observe, according to Boyle's law, pressure is inversely proportional to volume. It should be a rectangular hyperbola. You can see the graph for real gas and ideal gas, both are represented in the same way. But you cannot say with just taking real gas separately and ideal gas separately, we can't identify deviation is how much. If I collectively take the real gas with ideal gas, you can clearly see the deviation. But what is important, if you observe the deviation at the lowest pressure, at this pressure condition, you see at low pressure conditions, at low pressure, you can see the deviation is very, very less. The difference between the two lines, the distance of separation. So the deviation is very less. When it comes to the high pressure conditions, you can see the deviation is huge. This much deviation you can see. So what we can say, a real gas shows maximum deviation, from ideal behavior, at high pressure conditions. So a real gas shows maximum deviation from ideal behavior at high pressure conditions. Now at high pressure conditions, if you observe, if I observe this point and this point, if I drop them onto the volume over here, if I directly drop them here, you can see clearly this is your real volume and this will be your ideal volume. You can clearly say the real volume at high pressure, your real volume is greater than the ideal volume. When two molecules are expected to be separated by a distance, where there is no force of interaction, no force of attraction acting between them, this is in our ideal situation. You can observe now the particles are at a far away from each other. In your real situation, they are far away. This is the real condition. They are far away from each other, and this can be explained by the presence of repulsive forces operated between them. Correct or not? Now you see, if ideal situation is there, there is no force of attraction or repulsion between the particles, so they should be at a distance of separation some x. But now if you observe, they are much more away from each other, occupying greater volume than expected, indicates there is some existence of force, and that force which can make the molecules move away is a repulsive force. So this clearly indicates at very high pressure, repulsive forces are dominating between the molecules, which make the molecules to move away from each other. As we decrease the pressure, slowly as we move to the lower pressure and lower pressure, relatively at lower pressure, the deviation of real gas is less. So at low pressure, deviation of real gas is less. Deviation of real gas is less than ideal, less when compared to ideal behavior. But what will happen if I go further more down beyond a point over here? If I observe beyond this point, if I go further more down, you can see a slight deviation, but this deviation will indicate at this point. At this point, you can see volume of real gas is less than volume of ideal gas, which indicates attractive forces are present between the molecules. So the attractive forces are dominating relatively at lower pressures. Attractive forces are dominating. At high pressure, repulsive forces are dominating. This can be clearly understood by the graph drawn for pressure and volume at real gas behavior and ideal gas behavior.